Conversation for books 1 and 2. How can I have a conversation in English with somebody who doesn't know almost anything? Good question. It's not an easy task, but it can be done. Well, first of all, let's teach them these sentences. How do you say such and such in English? How do you say such and such in Portuguese? Repeat, please. Actually, ask students to write them down. These 3 sentences will work as important tools during the conversation process. Well, you should know that having conversation moments with students of book 1 and 2 takes a lot of patience, both from you, teacher, and from students. That's why it's so important to congratulate them, cheer them up when they build a sentence. Let's say you want to ask them about what they like to do. The question would be, what do you like to do? Right? They don't know do. And they don't know why you used to. Well, you can ask them in Portuguese, do you understand this sentence? Do you understand why we are using do? Do you understand why we are using to? And encourage students to ask you about anything they do not understand. Let's say they ask you about the use of do. You will patiently explain the function of do. You would go like, well, my dear students, there are 2 kinds of verbs in English. Let's call them special verbs and normal verbs, okay? For now, let's say that the special verbs are is, are, am. Verb to be, okay, guys? All the others are normal, alright? So, play is a normal verb, sleep is a normal verb. But why is that important, teacher? Why do I have to know, teacher, that there are 2 kinds of verbs in English? Well, because they have different behaviors. Well, when the verbs are normal, like play, sleep, run, walk, we don't invert the order of the sentence like we do when we have verb to be, when we have is, are, and am. We need to use do to make a question. Do has 2 functions. The first one is to show the listener that this is a question. The second one is to show that, hey, it is a question in the present tense. You see, I know, teacher, you know what I'm talking about. Still, patiently, I explained it to you again. You have to have even more patience with students. You have to explain again. Maybe next class, maybe in the same class, student will forget about it. Well, let's say the next question a student has is, why do we have to between those 2 words? To do, like to do. Listen, my dear student, when we have 2 verbs in a row, we have to use to before the second verb. By teaching them all sorts of structures informally, not going deeply into the topic, we can play with present, past, future, affirmative, interrogative, negative. Let them know that what you are teaching them, they will learn later, more formally. We are creating the opportunity for them to familiarize with the structure, bit by bit. Make no mistake, you will have to teach the same thing over and over again. But then again, that's the role of a teacher, right? Okay, thank you very much. This is the end of this video.